Atlas in the
Yes.
hot seat tonight.
And Atlas.
Goes by the name of Atlas the Bookkeeper. How you feeling, my friend?
Okay, now I have a bunch of topics to talk about today. I have a couple of really positive ones. I have one about technical difficulties yesterday. We got LTG to talk about, and we got a game news story. So let's start with the tech issue one, because I have no clue what's going on. All right, so here's what's happened. As you know, in the last month to month and a half, I started doing content outside of my comfort zone. I'm not just sitting here playing games anymore or talking to you on the podcast. I'm actually now doing interviews, appearing on shows, doing crossover react events and the like. And it's all worked, correct? Like, all the content's been great. People love it. I want to keep doing it, okay? Now, in regards to doing it, it's all been through Discord, and I've used my old streaming and capturing PC that is over 10 years old now. That's the PC I've used to do it. Now, it's outdated. It's on Windows 8, and I can't even update it because if I do, probably half the components in it won't work with a modern Windows. And so I have to keep it on Windows 8, and basically it works fine for my capturing and streaming purposes, but I can't update anything. I literally cannot update OBS, the streaming program I use, because the later versions don't work with Windows 8, okay? Same thing with Discord. So a lot of people have said, you know, maybe your things are going to stop working, and I'm like, well, it hasn't happened yet. And, you know, I've been thinking about it. I've been on Kino Casino twice. I've now done multiple streaming interviews and things over Discord. Never had a problem, right? It's working. So here's what happens yesterday. I even tested. I go into Discord and I create a private call room for myself. I tested the camera and the microphone, and I broadcast it live to you guys, and it was all working. But then when it was time for the interview, and I was clicking on June the King, like in my friends list, it would just go, boop, big error message, and it would say, sorry, Discord has crashed. We've sent this message to Discord to analyze. Click here to reload. So I would click reload, and it would literally just go right back to the same screen. And it would be an endless loop. It would never leave the screen. I could never just get out of it. So I would have to actually hard close Discord and reboot it. Now, here's the thing. I can still talk in servers, like my mod server and stuff like that. I can still talk to everybody. But the moment that I go to my friends list and click on anyone's name, or if I click on a previous conversation I had with someone, like a DM, the whole thing crashes and it just does it over and over and over. So I can't actually start a video or audio call. I can't do any of that. And this only started happening yesterday. All right. It always worked before. I had just done a week ago. I had done an interview. So what happened? I didn't change anything. I literally can't change it. I can't update drivers. I can't update the programs because my PC's too outdated. It wouldn't even done it, you see? So what the hell happened in the last week? Now, here's the weirdest part about it. I went ahead and I said, well, maybe it's the app. Maybe the app, you know, on the PC really does have an issue. And people are like, well, there's a browser version. You can literally load it through your browser. It's going to eat more memory or whatever, but maybe try that. So I go to do it. It has exactly the same error. I can't do anything. Whenever I click on a friend or a DM or anything like that, it just crashes, and you click reload and it crashes again, and it's just a crash loop. All right. So I have no idea what's going on with it on that PC. Here's the odd part. It completely works on my phone, no problem. And it works here on my new PC, my gaming PC. Like, literally right now, I'll live test it. I'll open Discord. All right. And I'll go to some DMs that I've had before. And I click and it works fine. My DM's open. I can see it. I go to my friends list and click on a name. It works. Right? So I have absolutely no idea what happened that it only doesn't work on my old PC and both, like, multiple versions. It's not just the app, it's the browser too. I listen, I'm not a tech guy, all right, at all. So if anyone knows how on earth to do this, you know, I would love to know, like, what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I'm very confused of what is going on here, that it crashes and I don't seem to fix it. Like, I actually uninstalled and reinstalled it. Still doesn't work. So if this is the case and I cannot get it to work on that PC, that means from now on, when I do any kind of stuff over Discord, it's got to be on my gaming PC. Now, this is a little awkward. Here's why. I can't have a webcam work on two PCs at once. So if this webcam is working over here for my podcast, or for me gaming, my face cam for a game, I can't also have it be broadcasting through Discord, right? That doesn't work that way. So what I may have to do is figure out a way to have 2 webcams or have a webcam swap. So if I'm going to be on a Discord call, let's say I'm going to appear on Kino Casino again, just unplug the webcam from my streaming PC and plug it into my gaming PC, because then I don't need the face cam on my end because I'm appearing on their show. Where it's really going to have a problem here is if I'm streaming a game, but also I need to appear on a webcam, like in a Discord call. Like that's what happened when we were doing Chain Together. I couldn't be on both, so they didn't have my visual, but they only had my audio. But then later on, their editor grabbed my visual and edited it into a video for them. So to do that, I'm going to literally need 2 webcams because I want to broadcast my end, but then they're also going to want to see me on their Discord. And I'm like, well, dude, then I need to get another webcam. And someone was like, well, why don't you just use your old one? Well, hold on. This was the old webcam I was using. It's dirty because it has, if you can believe it, has bubble stuff on it. I never cleaned it. That's how old it is, since when I was still blowing bubbles, right? Yeah, it won't even clean. This is why I stopped using the bubble guns and stuff, because it gets on stuff and then it won't clean off. Like, it literally isn't coming off. I probably would have to scrub this thing with cleaner to get it to actually come off permanently. Okay, but anyway, so this webcam claims it is 1080p 60 frames per second. It is not 1080p 60 frames per second. It's a lie. All the Logitech stuff, they lie. You can only get that if you're using their proprietary software. If you actually use a third-party thing like OBS, you'll get lower quality. It claims it's HD 1080p, but it's not as good at all. It's actually much lower quality than that. The lighting, like, is bad. Like, for example, when I was filming this setup with this camera, nothing looked good. Like, right now, I could tell you, if I was trying to film this with it, or this with it, like, it wouldn't look right. It would look all fucked up. All the exposure and everything was bad. And it doesn't do 60 frames at all. It claims it does, and it doesn't. You have to use their software, which you're never going to use. So basically, if I'm going to do, like, Discord calls and the like I could use this webcam in that PC. Now, I know for a fact it eats up your fucking processor, because when I used to use this webcam 1080p on my capture PC, my processor would go so high usage that I couldn't do it. I'd go to, like, low def, like, you know, like 480p. If I did 1080p, it would literally kill the memory on my streaming PC, which is really stupid. It would chop up and everything. So that's why I never did 1080p with this camera. But then when I got this new one, which is the Instalink, this one, I do 1080p, 0 problems. Look how smooth everything is. It doesn't eat my processor up at all. So it's really just, it's the camera itself and how it utilizes your system stuff, right? Now, I do actually have a second tripod, because back in the day, I used to use tripods for everything for filming. So I have a second one. But I want you to think about how convoluted this is going to be. If I'm ever going to do co-op gameplay with someone over and then have Discord, I have to have 2 webcams sitting next to me on 2 completely separate tripods, going to 2 different PCs, running everything at once. It's like insane, right? It's absolutely nuts. Like, I really need that? Oh, man. It's the wildest setup. But anyway, the good news is, from now on, I think what I will do is, like I just said, if I'm going to do a Discord call, I'm just going to unplug my webcam from here. I'll plug it into the gaming PC. I'll get it installed, and I'll just do it through there. And then after the fact, you know, go switch back to get it to work on this PC again. And there you go. I think that's just what I'm going to do. The only problem will be gameplay. So, like, if we play Chain Together again, or we decide to do another game, they want to see my face cam while we're doing it, we're going to have to work something out. Maybe with this, or maybe I buy another webcam, right? Because this is old, too. Maybe I could just buy another one, you know, a decent one for like $100 or something, and have that be the one for my gaming piece. We'll see. Okay, this webcam will definitely be the one I use for podcasting and everything every day, because this is such a great camera, right? Like, the quality, the color's outstanding. So I don't know, and literally no one in chat seems to have known what happened. Like, I don't understand what on earth happened. That Discord just won't work right on this PC anymore. It changed nothing. So how could that happen? You know, and it's not like they could have forced a software update. It doesn't work. I don't get software updates for OBS or for Discord. So what happened that this is crashing, you know, with no setup changes or anything? It just doesn't want to work. right? So, all right. So that's that. Sorry for the issues yesterday. It was really annoying when it happened, but I think that'll be my workaround. And quite frankly, I think it'll work better this way because I don't need to wear headphones that way. I could just have all the audio of everything come through the TV speakers rather than me having to put on those wireless headphones that I was using to do those interviews over, it's been about a year and a half I've been using them. I'm like, they're not, headphones, they don't really jive with me. I like them. I used them for a long time. And then I started getting issues with my ears and like, ugh. I like open air. So I think it'll just work out better overall anyway. Okay, let me get this out of here.